Dad?
He's still asleep. Leave him.
He's only up by now. Should we go in?
What if he's still crying? I can't stand it when he cries.
Dad, are you awake?
We're off to school now.
Right.
We've done all the chores.
Good lads.
Here.
Thanks.
It's not the same without Victoria here, is it?
No, it's not.
We can stop off school if you like. Teachers won't mind.
No, you get your sons off. I'll cope all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not an invalid. I know how to run the farm.
Sorry.
Can we go off then?
Lads. Sorry. Thanks.
You all right?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
You're not usual bright breeze yourself this morning?
Oh, you know, late night.
Driving Miss Dingle?
Something like that. She had a dinner date with Chris.
That's what they call it now, is it?
Only he cancelled at last minute. Asked me to keep her company.
Am I missing something here? I thought you liked our charity.
I do. She's a nice lass.
So, how come you're sobbing into your cornflakes?
I just don't understand what a lass like Charity's doing with a bloke like Chris Tate.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not like he has loads of money or lives in a big mansion or owns everything as far as the eye can see.
You know what I mean? Don't you care what your cousin does for a living?
Terry, newsflash, she's a dingle. You've got to stop thinking of some sort of stray waif who's just waiting to tumble into your protective arms. She's big enough to make her own mistakes.
Oh, so you think it's a mistake her getting involved with Chris?
I didn't say that. What she and Chris get up to, it's their business. You're just the driver, remember?
How can I forget?
How's tricks? Ma and Pa still giving you grief?
No, my mum thinks I'm sliced bread at the minute.
She's a right moody cow though, isn't she? I bet you two will be enemies again by the time I get back.
You going away?
And for a few days. Blackpool. I love Blackpool this time of year. All wet and windy.
Who are you going with?
Dunno. Depends who's around and up for it, I suppose.
It's my half term soon.
Well, there's a thing. Can we help?
I'm just off to work. I'll walk you to the bus stop if you like.
No, you're all right.
Thanks anyway.
At last.
What?
Finally, after travelling the length and breadth of Yorkshire, I've found a woman who knows how to scramble her eggs.
It's only a matter of cracking a few shells.
Hey, don't you hide your light under a bushel. Unless you want me to go looking for it.
I'm off to school. You haven't finished your breakfast.
If I stop here much longer, I'm gonna throw up.
Why is she being so difficult?
Shouldn't you be opening the shop?
I thought you could do it today.
On my own?
Well, Emily will be here soon. You can manage between the both of you, can't you?
I suppose.
It's great having a capable daughter to take over when I'm...
Otherwise engaged.
Please, give me a chance to leave the room.
Why don't we finish this upstairs?
Well, haven't you got people to see?
No one that can't be put off till this afternoon.
Oh, well, in that case, walk this way.
Morning.
Trust you behaved yourself with Charity.
You what?
You remembered which fork was which. Managed to keep your tie out of the soup of the day.
I did my job like you asked me to. Look, if you don't trust me, why do you employ me?
What is wrong with you today? You should be feeling grateful. You spent an entire evening in a classy restaurant with a beautiful woman. How often do you get to do that?
When you tell me to.
Was charity upset by my absence?
She had a few things to say about it.
Good, good. It's always nice to be missed. She'll be all the more pleased when you tell her that tonight I intend to make it up to her.
Tonight? Bit short notice, isn't it?
I suspect she'll find room in her diary. Oh, and tell her I'll make sure there are no last-minute hiccups. This is going to be an evening to remember.
If you say so.
Well, after a night out with you, she deserves it.
Am I going to school now, Mummy?
Nope. Today we're going to Hotton to get you some new clothes. Much more fun than going to school.
I like school, though.
Yeah, but you can go to school tomorrow. Today we're celebrating being together again.
Is Daddy coming?
No. No, but you'll see him very soon. I want you all to myself.
Can we have burgers?
You can have whatever you want.
Those shelves need dusting. My job's looking after the post office counter. No, Emily. While I'm in charge, your job's doing what I tell you to do. But you're not in charge, Kelly. According to Viv, I am. So chop chop.
I really enjoyed myself the other night at the restaurant.
So you should at them prices.
What about you?
What about me?
Well, you seem to really enjoy yourself.
I did, yeah. It makes a change to go out with a bloke and not have to worry about what he's doing with his hands.
So you wouldn't rule out doing it again sometime?
Terry, how sweet, you asking me out on a date.
No, of course not.
So what did Chris have to say for himself?
He wants to see you again. Tonight.
Typical. That Chris Tate never gives me a moment's peace. Still, it's the price I pay for being irresistible, I guess.
I could always tell him that you can't make it if you like.
Of course I can make it. After cancelling, he owes me big time. And I've ways of making him pay, believe me.
This bloke pestering you again?
Oi, that's Terry's.
You can make something of it. Easy.
I'll get myself another.
Why should you?
Not worth the aggro.
What a man.
Something you'll never be. We're running low on mixers. I'll have to phone the supplier.
I can do that. Go and finish your packing.
Maybe I won't go.
What? Paul needs you.
It's not fair on Ashley.
Nonsense. Give him a chance to reassert himself. Unwavering devotion's all well and good, but you don't want him turning into a lapdog, do you?
Mother, Ashley's far more independent-minded than I am.
Well, in that case, he won't notice you've gone.
You're deliberately trying to wind me up.
Go and pack.
Okay.
I thought we got past all this. Bernice needing 3 weeks' notice to do something spontaneous.
Her sparky bonhomie will be sorely missed.
Oh, don't tell her that. We'll never get her on the plane.
It's going to be rather fun running this place again for a while.
Hey, I'm in charge and all.
Oh, yes, of course. But I can't tell you how I'm looking forward to having you by my side.
Do you know what I don't understand?
Quantum physics?
Why some girls always choose the wrong bloke. I mean, look at them. I know for a fact that Charity can't stand the sight of Kane.
Aye, but that's not the sort of thing that Ken likes to hear.
She's wasting her life.
We had this conversation at breakfast.
I know, but she's a lovely lass. If only she knew what were good for her.
And you think you've got the answers to all the problems, do you?
I don't know. That's what I need to find out.
Would you have to go?
I should have been in Skipdale 2 hours ago.
Oh, I hope you're not going to get into trouble for taking the morning off.
If challenged, I'll just say my girlfriend pulled a muscle.
Oh.
Never stops, does he?
See you soon.
You better. Kelly, could you hold the fort for a little bit longer? I haven't slept in 2 days.
Mrs. Windsor, before you go, I need to discuss roles in the shop.
Never mind about rolls, Emily. You just keep up the sterling work at the post office counter. Kelly here, gonna sort out the bomb cakes.
It weren't that kind of role I were meaning. You heard what Viv said. Back to your place, Emily.
Well, where have you been? I need the car.
Bad news, I'm afraid.
Now what?
Charity. She can't make tonight.
Why not?
Something to do with Kane sniffing around. He won't let her out of his sight.
She can shake him off.
Apparently not. Maybe you'd be best just leaving it for a few days.
Is that what Charity suggested?
Just for a few days, like.
She must think I'm stupid.
What you doing?
Finding out what the hell she thinks she's playing at. Damn. Switched off.
Well, you know what Kane's like. Better safe than sorry. Do you want me to pass on a message for you?
No. I wouldn't give her that pleasure. You see, I know what this is about. I cancel on her, and she thinks it's clever to cancel on me. Well, if she wants to play those silly tit-for-tat games, fine.
Well, you're disappointed. So
Why would I be disappointed? What Charity and I share is nothing more than a convenient arrangement. I just don't like being messed about, that's all.
This is it. I'm going to miss you.
You'll have a wonderful time, I'm sure.
Ash, you're supposed to say that you're going to miss me too.
I will. More than you can imagine. I'm trying not to dwell on the thought that I won't see you again for a while.
I'll phone every day. Well, I'll try to. I think I'm going to have my work cut out for me, trying to get Paul's Bistro open in time.
Meanwhile, I'll make sure all the wedding invitations go out.
You sure you don't mind doing my side as well as your own?
There aren't many Thomases to invite. I wish my parents were still alive. They would have adored you.
Won't your brother be coming?
Luke? He's been travelling the world for years. I'm not sure where he is. By the time he receives his invitation, we'll be celebrating our Silver Jubilee.
Never mind. You and I will soon replenish the Thomas stock. We're going to be so happy together, Ash. You and I, and who knows, maybe a few little ones running about the place. I bet you'll make a wonderful father. A child needs a good father.
You got by without one.
That's how I know. The last time I saw my dad, I was in infants. Probably dead by now, for all I know. Ash, will you promise me something?
Anything.
You'll never run off with one of my barmaids.
I think I can promise you that.
Taxi's here.
Already?
On the dot.
We didn't even finalise the wedding list.
Ashley can deal with all that. Come on, the meter's running.
Look at her, laughing like everything's okay. Just ignore her, Rob. Don't let her see that she's won.
She has, though.
It's not your fault.
It is.
What?
I want to go home.
Come on, you two.
I've got to get back. Sorry.
Who's going to pay for the drinks now? Let's go back to mine. Guess what? I might be going to Blackpool. See the illuminations? Yeah, you could say that. Who with? Just a friend. Well, I'm your friend. Why don't I go with you? It'd be good to get away from Mum. She's driving me crazy. Donna, I think that might be a bit awkward. Oh, thanks, Ollie. It's good to know who your mates are.
Ollie, can I ask you something? Has Ken been bothering you?
No, why would he bother me?
This morning, he seemed to be. I don't think he's the sort of bloke you want to be spending time with.
Right, and who are you, my mother?
I know him. I've seen how he is with people. Men like that aren't to be trusted.
Look, if I wanted expert advice on men, you would be the last person I'd turn to. Kane's a friend, I'm not a kid, and I actually know how to handle blokes.
Hiya. Oh, you've finally shown your face, have you?
I've been sorting out Bernice, as if it's any business of yours.
Is she getting off all right?
Yeah. I wish it was me swanning off to Sorrento for a couple of weeks.
My sentiments entirely.
I'm going to need to spend more time at the Woolly while Bernice is away. It'll mean cutting down my hours here, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Betty's always keen for a few extra hours, aren't you?
I am not covering for her. I've got my poor Seth to look after.
Oh, give the lad a break. He deserves it.
He has had a very rough time just lately, which you would appreciate if you had an ounce of compassion in you.
Compassion? You're never happier than when you're making someone else's life a misery.
Ladies, please, let's not pick at old wounds. If Betty can't cover for you, then I suppose I'll have to do the extra work myself.
Good. I'm glad that's settled. Look, if you don't mind, I'm needed behind the bar.
Kathy, I don't know why you let you down when you most need them.
No, Betty, nor do I.
I don't know what you dragged me out here for. I was quite happy watching the telly.
No, you weren't. You were swearing at the weather girl. Talking to the television is not a step in the right direction. You need to be amongst people, take your mind off things.
Things? Mandy's not a thing.
Look, Pact, we don't talk about Mandy tonight, okay?
Suits me. I'm surprised Joel's still around.
Yeah, so am I. Do you like him?
You obviously do.
Well, I've had worse.
Hi. You're not going to believe this. I've got some bad news.
He flaming well hasn't.
Afraid so.
Twice in a row. What's his excuse this time?
I don't know, business, something like that. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. This way I get to take the money and run.
The money?
I hope you brought it with you.
Yeah, well, of course I have. Look, since you're here, let me get you a drink.
Paddy, good to see you out and about. How are you?
Never better, thank you.
I know things can't be easy for you. I mean, when Shirley died, I must confess I virtually went to pieces. But time it's a great...
Cliché. Alan, it's cliché. Same again.
Oh, you're way ahead of us, mate.
Oh, dear. Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, we're trying to not talk about the war.
Look, if you've got a couple of hours to spare later on this evening, Bernice is away. We could do with the extra help.
Sure. The more work, the better.
You want me telling you how much?
I'll pay you back.
I don't go around with that kind of money on me.
You got cash in the till.
I can't touch that. It belongs to the business. What do you need it for, anyway? Terry!
Hey, it's not what you think. Please, help me out this time.
OK, I suppose I can take the money at the catering floor.
Thanks, you're a pal.
But that means I've got to empty my personal bank account first thing tomorrow to cover it.
Yeah, well, I'll pay you back every penny. Word of honour.
Terry, let's not talk of honour at a time like this. Come on.
You don't have to do that.
I don't mind.
I know I've been a bit useless today. Can't believe your mother's been allowed to take our Victoria from us. I mean, what kind of justice is that?
I'm sorry, Dad.
It's not your fault, son.
It is, though. I went to see her last week. I wanted to change one of my GCSE options, and she went to school with me.
Yeah.
Well, you don't seem very surprised.
She's your mum. You're entitled to see her.
I tried talking to you, but you were dead busy. I'm sorry, Dad.
Robert, you seeing your mum's got nothing to do with what the judge decided.
But she told him. She told him, and that made you look like... bad.
No, we mustn't blame each other. You, me, Andy, we all have to pull together now.
Tea's ready.
Good lad. Don't know about you. I'm starving.
What I miss most about her is her smile.
Yeah, right.
She had such a beautiful smile, and when she laughed, you could feel the vibrations right there.
Paddy, we're not supposed to be mentioning the M word, remember?
I love her, Jason.
Loved.
No one ever made me feel so happy.
Well, I think you've got everything going for you.
Which just goes to show how little you know about me.
No, you have. A great job, a lovely house, prospects, money, a wonderful, amazing cousin. I was coming to that.
Where did you disappear to?
I just had to sort something out. There you go. So what's your plans for tonight, then?
Dinner? Stop here and get blooded?
You'll have to eat sometime. So will I, come to that.
What?
I'm not saying we go as posh as the other night, but I know an half-decent curry house in Otten.
Chris has asked you to keep tabs on me again, hasn't he?
No. No, I swear. They do a mean chicken biryani.
I'm more of a tikka masala girl myself.
What'd you say? My treat?
Why?
Well, I just feel bad about Chris standing you up.
Why should you feel bad?
No reason.
Well, go on then, if you're paying.
Paddy's drinking rather a lot this evening.
Well, can you blame him?
Yeah, perhaps I would have another word. Getting drunk won't solve his problems.
No, Alan. The last thing that lad needs at the moment is one of your caring little homilies.
What a rat!
What's wrong?
This is 20 quid short. Wait till I see him.
No, that's not Chris. I had to borrow some to get petrol on way over.
Well, you could have told me.
I'm telling you now.
Am I paying for curry and all?
No. That's on me. I said so.
Right then, what are we waiting for?
That's a question I've been asking myself recently.
What?
You and me. There's something going on here, isn't there?
Is there?
Yeah. I mean, I know you like me. You said so.
Terry, are you coming on to me?
I wouldn't put it like that.
You are, aren't you? Terry, I'm shocked. Hey, but fair enough if you want me. You're not going right.
No, you're getting me wrong. That's not what I'm asking. You mean more to me than that?
Terry, behave yourself.
What? It's not funny.
Oh, it is. OK, you fancy me. Why shouldn't you? But you're old enough to know what's what. I'm having a thing with your boss, for which he pays me handsomely, and you want to muscle in between us. What do you think Chris would have to say about that?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Maybe we should skip the curry, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, we better. Do you mind if we forget that I said anything?
Wiped from your memory already. See ya.